So Dainton Park is the home club for our guest today. This is where he grew up, learnt his trade, built his foundations, much like a house.
Close in a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have some happy faces. Yeah.
Sorry.
So now we're going to head to the driving range, which is where he spends most of his time, and we're going to meet the man behind the audacious claims and get inside the mind of a modern day genius.
You need to tune it in to, like, instead of being 3 down, being like 2 down.
Yeah.
So not massive changes. Just need to adjust ready for, obviously, being against the bigger players now, moving forward. It's been a while since it's actually been mic'd up. It's Golfing World. Did an interview with them just after Welsh Open. Did quite well in that. 2nd place.
So firstly, can you tell us about your meteoric rise as an amateur golfer, getting to the level that you are now?
How long have you got?
Well, we're going to keep this fairly brief, actually.
Okay. It's hard to keep it brief. A lot happened, a lot of achievements in a short space of time. It all started obviously when I was a junior, did very well, got down to about +4. Worked my way up through the England golf rankings, won the Order of Merit 5 times in a row. Made my way into the England team, won every single match. And then from there, turned pro. And now we are here.
So you join us in the teaching bay at Dainton Park, and this is where Harry's perfected his somewhat unorthodox golf swing. But we're actually with Rich Woods, his coach. We're going to find out a bit more about Harry Flower's game from a guy who probably knows it best. So how long have you actually been working with Harry Flower?
So we worked intensely for 2 days.
So what impressed you most about Harry Flower's golf game?
So I would say it's his really, really neutral ball flight. I mean, he could shape the ball to the right, he could shape the ball to the left, but on the whole, his golf flight was frozen rope, arrow straight. I mean, he had that thing on a string.
Hello, Callaway, can I have another dozen, please? Whole of the hospitality and whole of the grandstand. So you keep that tree towards literally right there. Yeah. Okay, and level, which would be, that's perfect, mate. Didn't see that land.
Just to the right.
Is it? I'm sure. You are just with Harry, like just there, just like this angle would be great. Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, I thought they were good. I put them in a crumble, and my missus actually makes a crumble herself, so it's quite nice, to be fair. Oh, yeah, guys. So that's it. I guess the word from Rich. We're gonna actually talk to the man himself again. We're very lucky today to have this opportunity.
I didn't even do anything, it just came off.
Okay, Harry, so let's see you hit a little draw.
Little draw.
Yeah, a little 2-yard turn.
Been working on that again.
Nice.
How's that looking numbers wise?
So what I love, Harry, is although most golfers would try and get their path out to the right to hit the draw, you're playing that really nice path to the left, and then you're just mis-striking it.
Yeah.
And that's actually getting your draw by towing it. You're turning the ball back, so you're really working on that mis-strike to make you find target. It's a skilled way of doing it. Probably not what I'd go for consistently, but I think you've got the tools to do it. So if I'm nitpicking, the only thing I'd be looking at, club head speed there of 104.9. I mean, for a pitching wedge, I think you can get it faster than that.
Yeah.
The way you move, how athletic you are with your Muay Thai training, I think you could get another 15, 20 miles an hour on that.
100%. I feel like sometimes I do go for a little bit too much control.
So one of the interesting methods that Harry's been adopting with his coach recently is actually adding a vocal exhale, much like a tennis player. And this has really led on to increasing that club head speed with the pitching wedge to 110 miles an hour.
What's that looking like? So we're just going for more swing speed to gain that control, right?
Exactly.
That was a lovely neutral ball for me.
It's an arrow. And that's more like we're talking about.
I just knocked it down that time, but I don't.
So tell us about your ambition to beat the all-time major record, currently held by Jack Nicklaus, but possibly being beaten by Tiger Woods.
Say something about the 18 majors. You forgot the 18 majors. That's the main point.
So can you tell us about your ambitions of winning 18 majors?
Well, it's been my goal for a long time to overtake Tiger, and then obviously Nicklaus at 18. I feel like it's a modest goal compared to my ability at the moment. I feel like things are progressing so well that 18 majors, to be honest, probably is too modest. So I might move it up to 22, depending on how the next 2 years go. Over the next few months to the next year, my main goal is to start consistently shooting in the 50s. I've been shooting low 60s, high 50s for a while, and now we really want to try working it down into low 50s. And hopefully the main goal is to shoot in the 40s for 18 holes for the first time in the next 6 months or so. So we're looking up. Things are looking really good.
Thanks for your time, Sarah.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. Can I get this off now? Mate, get this off. No, I want it off. Steve. Is he here or not? Mate, I've got a flight to catch in like 5 minutes. It's a joke. No, he's an idiot. You don't have a clue. Don't even know what I'm doing, mate.
So can this man, who was described as a child prodigy, take the next step, take the leap to compete with the likes of Gary Player, Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer, Tiger Woods? Can he take the next steps in his career and take down that elusive major championship record, whether that be held by Jack Nicklaus or whether Tiger Woods will eventually beat it? We don't know yet, but one thing we do know is time will tell, guys. Okay, wall. So, wall.
Okay, you're both right.
So one of the interesting methods that Harry has been implementing with his coach. You gotta stop laughing.
I wasn't really. It's perfect. Okay.
Ready? So one of the interesting methods that Harry's been implementing into his golf swing, much like a tennis player, he'll actually add a vocal what's it? A vocal exhale. Yeah, right, start again. How are you today? Harry Flower.
So we've been working a couple of days.
See?
Hang on.
It's going to be hard, isn't it?
Okay.
Harry Flower.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
So we're now in the teaching bay at Dainton Park, and this is where Harry has perfected his swing. Some call it unorthodox, but he lives by it. So we're going to meet now his coach, Rich Woods. Rich, you've been... So can this man from Devon, who has been described as a child prodigy, a local legend to the Devon scene, can he now move on with his career and compete with the major championships? So what impressed you most about Harry Flower's golf game?
It was how neutral his ball flight was.
Ready?
Yeah.
So I guess you're fortunate in a way to be working with what was described as a childhood prodigy. So, Rich Woods, could you just... You're smiling at me. You're smiling at me. I just...